National Pokeball League Season 3, Week 8. This week, we're going up against Slick Rick Nixon and the Chicago Sacred Fire. And Slick Rick Nixon is stepping in for the original Coach Stab, who is, I don't know, maybe in China or something. I have no idea. I've heard from the chat that he was in China. But anyways, let's get into team preview. Looking at teams, I am pretty deathly scared of that Garchomp. I don't know what it's really going to do. But I definitely see Crest being important for this game, although there's a Drapion and a Groudon on the field. I do have Moonblast to bop the Groudon, and I can probably set up on a Tentacruel or an Umbreon with some Calm Minds and whatnot, and then proceed to sweep. So I'm looking at Crest as a little bit of a win condition. But I guess we're going to have to see what happens. So, hope you guys enjoy this battle, and let's get this show on the road. So, starting off, I'm going to be leading off with my Mega Magnetric as he opts lead off with Garchomp. And we're just going to do a whole bunch of switching here. First off, it's going to be Cloyster and Umbreon coming in to their places. And then it's going to be Jirachi and Cobalion. I have to get off a Thunder Wave on this Jirachi just in case it was a speedier variant. Slams you with the Psychic, which is a lot, and I'm not going to want to stick around here for too much longer, so I'm just going to Volt Switch, go to my Crest, just sponge a Psychic here as well, and I kind of think that he might be choiced in some way, but here he kind of reveals the U-turn, and he might be, I don't know, Expert Belted. The crit kind of hurt me, but I don't think it's too relevant at this point in the game, maybe. Not sure, but here I just Mega Evolve and go for Volt Switch. Bring my Cobalion so I can just get off a close combat on whatever the heck wants to come in. Maybe the Garchomp. But he knows that a close combat may be coming, so I predict that switch, set up the rocks, and here I'm pretty much going to go to Cloyster to spin away any potential rocks. And by me doing that,
what you say? That you only meant well, cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, cause it is.
Yeah, not pretty. So, now I'm going to be going on my Tornadus-Therian, get off an Icy Wind on that Garchomp, but instead he winds up going to Tentacruel here. And I'm just going to get off a U-turn there, try to scare him out with my Mega Magnetric. And he winds up spinning the rocks away himself. I predict the Garchomp here go for the HP Ice, but he winds up Icy Winding me. And I thought I could outspeed here, but then again, I'm a physically defensive Magnetric this week, and nothing doing. And it is not looking good for the Swamperts here. And luckily there I do get a confusion hit with the Hurricane on the Tentacruel there, but yeah, I'm just clicking buttons at this point, kind of, sort of, really. I was just at it this match, but there I just Toxic the Umbreon and then get off a U-turn on the incoming Tentacruel as he gets up a Wish, and definitely unfortunate there, but I'm going to be going into Cresselia here as he winds up tumbling into Garchomp, probably expecting a Bulldoze or something. And there I just get off an Icy Wind on the Drapion as that comes in, and Drapion is going to be setting up a substitute as my Entei comes in, and pretty much at this point I just need to spam Sacred Fire, but fortunately here he winds up knocking off my Choice Scarf, so I'm pretty much free to switch up moves. And also in my favor, I wind up getting a burn on this Garchomp, and I'm just going to hit it up with an HP Ice, which is where the knockoff actually comes into play a little bit. And I'm just going to be getting off another Sacred Fire here, and Entei's got himself a kill. But now I see Groudon here, and I don't have a switch in this thing, so I'm just going to opt to sack Entei. And here I pretty much think that I've lost, because I don't really have too much for Groudon. Or so I thought at the time. But here I'm just going to be going for the Thunder Wave with Cobalion, and then following up the Volt Switch, and going into my Cresselia to get off a Psyshock on this thing or something. But Tentacruel winds up going for the Icy one there, lowers my speed, which doesn't really matter too much because Tentacruel is already paralyzed, but Here, I'm kind of expecting a switch into Umbreon or Drapion or something, so I'm just going to go into my Cobalion and then try to drop a close combat on whoever wants to come in. Tentacruel comes in, takes a nice little chunklet from the health it's at, and I'm just going to follow up with the Volt Switch, because realistically, close combat's not going to kill it from there. And I wound up getting a lucky para there. Don't know if that one mattered, but it becomes a bit of a recurring theme, as you'll see later. But now I'm pretty much expecting some sort of switch, and Umbreon's it. So I go into my Tornadus-Therian, and not really a Swamperts match this season without me missing Hurricane, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think it would have been a little bit better if I carried Ton on this thing, but I kind of expected him to bring Tangrowth. But now comes Jirachi, and I'm bringing out my Cobalion here to try to get a Thunder Wave here. And this is where it gets very interesting. I go for the Thunder Wave here, he gets parried, and I'm just going to drop a close combat on this thing. Does a nice 50%, and Jirachi gets parried here again. And those two definitely mattered. Because this chain of events wouldn't have happened. Tentacruel comes in as Death Fodder to the close combat. That's taking a dirt nap. And what's next? Drapion. I suppose you want to take a dirt nap too to a Cobalion close combat. And now at this point I'm at -3. And Groudon actually comes in. And I actually ran a calc on this thing. And as long as he doesn't crit me, I should be able to live an Aqua Jet at -3. And it could have gotten down all the way to -5, and that's probably when it would have worked out for him. But he opted to go for -3, goes for the Aqua Jet, does not get the crit. I live with 27%. Close combat this thing, that's going to be going down. And now his last two are a weakened Jirachi and an Umbreon, which obviously is not going to appreciate a close combat. Close combat here on the Umbreon. Cobalion gets its 4th kill, and Jirachi is its last mon. And yep, Cobalion getting 5 kills. And I pretty much hacked my way into the playoffs at this point. So, Cobalion bring back some much needed momentum for the Swamperts as we head back to Portland for our second of 2 matches for the week. And was a pretty intense game, but the hacks kind of ruined some stuff. But yeah, I kind of feel like Slick Rick Nixon should have won. But yeah, that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles. So hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Rate, comment, sub, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.